Pat, with that, it is time for all the takes. Hit it, Dylan.
Thank you. Here we go. All right. You guys ever
No hello?
Wow, that's all I've been looking forward to all day.
Hello.
Hi, Pat.
You guys ever spend a lot of time doing something and it just doesn't turn out the way you thought, or like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze?
Yeah, trying to make my wife happy.
I've been there.
Whoa.
Well, then you can commiserate with this next story. A radio producer who cannot be named because of HIPAA recently tested positive for the coronavirus. He woke up on Monday morning and decided he wouldn't let COVID-19 ruin his morning, so he made breakfast. Measuring cups came out, whisks came out, the waffle iron was hot. In order to get into the right mindset, he had the soundtrack to American Ninja Warrior playing in the background. And finally, after about 35 minutes, breakfast was done. But when he went to bite into the deliciousness he created, he tasted nothing.
Ah, that sucks.
That's right. This poor, extremely sick, yet extremely good-looking producer had lost the ability to taste food. But it can't be all bad, right?
Tell me, you're so busy. Do you have time to stop and smell the roses?
I've got no sense of smell.
That's right. He can't smell. When asked if he had a message for the healthy people out there, he said, quote, "Hug your burritos, huff your Yankee candles. It can all be over in an instant."
When did the smell go away for you?
Yesterday.
That was the
literally.
first you noticed it, like literally at breakfast?
Yeah, it was weird. It's weird. I probably since Sunday, I'd say Saturday or Sunday. Like whatever I eat or drink, the first thing in the morning, my jaw locks up. It's as if I just like had lemon.
Really?
Yeah, but it's weird. But it could be anything I eat, and my jaw like locks up for a second, and it's fine.
Now, let me ask you, have you done the real test yet? I know you're quarantined. You probably don't want to leave your house because I know where it's stashed. It's in the back of your car. It's in the trunk. Have you tried the hockey bag test yet?
I have not.
If you can smell that.
Yeah, but the thing...
I'll tell you what, if you can't smell that, you seriously have COVID because his trunk stinks.
Yeah, the thing with the bag, though, is I usually can't because I'm nose blind to it because it's my stuff. So,
right. Well, maybe without smell for a couple of days and you get a new, a refreshed sense of smell, you're going to be appalled at what you take in from your trunk.
Yeah, every once in a while I do get in my car after playing a game, and I'm like, oh, that's too funky for myself. I mean, it's just I mean, and I didn't even have any results on the ice. I played terrible, and that's just the stench of failure. So, yeah, no, it hasn't been great. I can't really taste or smell anything, but we'll move on.
Okay.
Yesterday, Greg Williams was fired as the defensive coordinator of the Jets.
I wonder why.
Well, Williams, if you remember, was the meathead who told players to kill the head while he was running things with the Saints. But since it's the NFL, there's only a handful of guys that can do that job, so he got a job pretty quickly because the NFL loves its retreads. And on Sunday, the Jets were doing something they don't often do. They were winning. And Williams dialed up an all-out blitz, which has since been heavily criticized because Derek Carr recognized it and hit Henry Ruggs for the game-winning touchdown. But instead of giving Williams a raise, which is what they should have done, he's being persecuted more for the all-out blitz than trying to give people CTE. And I ask you, why? Why is Williams being criticized? Williams was ensuring the Jets get Trevor Lawrence, and this thankless act has gone unnoticed. So I'll ask you two, did Williams deserve to get fired? Because I think he deserved a raise.
I understand the saving face kind of thing that they're trying to do, but come on, apparently the play before, Nelson Aguilar was also wide open on a bomb that either he missed or it was a bad throw or whatever. I mean, you had no safety help. You're playing man coverage, and you got beat on a double move on the last play of the game. Like, if that team didn't give that up on purpose, I don't know what they did. I guess the Jets were just saving face.
No, you know what? I think they were doing him a favor. He knows he has no reason to coach to try to win. So they say, you know what? You're done. Take your money. Go home. I think they did him a favor, to be honest. Now he doesn't have to coach this Drek anymore.
If he's taking said money and going, yeah. As long as it didn't hit him in the wallet. Okay.
Maybe
and as Pat said, everybody's a retread. He'll get a job somewhere else.
Exactly. He'll be fine.
He might be your Eagles defensive coordinator next year, Pat.
Stop. Don't say that. Well, apparently he was the only Williams who was fired because his kid who was also on the Jets staff. Totally not because of nepotism. Absolutely not. We can't say that. But he was also let go. So I'm sure Daddy will find him a job pretty quickly.
Yes, father and son will travel.
Yeah, it's amazing how many father-son combos in the NFL. I mean, I'm not naming any names up there, Bill Belichick and your kid. But anyway, yeah, we'll move on.
All right.
Yes. A lot of people in the past month have stated they're leaving this country, moving out of America for various reasons. Gentlemen, I may be one of them. Are you familiar with Max Gillum?
No.
No, I'm not.
You shouldn't be. But according to the Bravo show Below Deck, Gillum is the, quote, star quarterback of UNLV's football team. Now, calling him a star is like calling me tall. I guess to some, maybe, but it's definitely a stretch. The dude is 0-5 this year as a starter. But before the season started, him and his friends chartered a yacht and appeared on the Bravo show Below Deck, which is one of these crappy reality shows.
I've seen a little bit of it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't like it. I'm not going back.
Yeah, it's one of these crappy reality shows no one really watches and will likely get canceled after 2 seasons. And Bob Cooney will come on and be pissed off that it got canceled because he got really invested in it.
That's not true.
Well, Max and his friends ordered sushi, and they paid for it to be served to them on a nude model. So like the model literally lays down the table, they put a leaf over their fun parts.
Yeah.
And then they put sushi on them. I mean, it's not like
back in the day, Eddie Murphy did this. It was like a big thing on his dining room table, and had sushi, and they put sushi on her for a party. Yeah, this is familiar to me, Pat.
Yeah, like it's
Douchey for sushi, they call it.
Yes.
Yes.
Good on you. That's a good job by you. Well, the episode recently aired, and guys, for quote, poor judgment. I guess he was getting crap on social media for having sushi. So honestly, guys, I have to apologize for growing on a scripted reality show where I'm captured eating sushi off a nude model with a few friends. That's just not the country for me.
No, I say you stay in your world of having COVID and producing a show from your bedroom.
Yeah, I don't see the problem. Like, what was the uproar?
I don't know. This is America, the greatest country in the world, right?
I mean, Andrew does this all the time.
Damn right.
All right.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with it, Pat. You're absolutely right once again.
Did you happen to catch this episode, Bobby?
I did not catch that episode. And when I say I've turned the channel, seen it highlighted, and I kind of watched it for a second to see what it was about. That was it. So
He watched the whole first season.
I am not as in.
Absolutely.
No, you know what I
Absolutely.
did start watching though. I finished Queen's Gambit, and I started watching what's it called? The oh my God,
CSI.
no, the thing with Nicole
Law and
Kidman
Order.
and Hugh Grant, not ongoing.
Family Guy.
Oh my God, how can I not remember this? But go ahead.
The Simpsons.
All right, be quiet, Pat. Just
The
continue with
Undoing.
whatever the hell you're talking about.
It was The Undoing. You were talking
Undoing, yes, the undoing.
about. Yeah, very good.
No, I'm sweating now.
Birthdays today. Philip Rivers. I wonder what his 15 kids will be getting him.
Well, another. She's pregnant again, so
Yeah, exactly.
getting him another one.
Is she really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Would you be surprised?
No, that's the thing. I would not be surprised.
I would be, because she still lives out in San Diego with the kids, and he's in Indianapolis.
The dude scores on the field. and off
Immaculate conception.
the field. New Sixers center Dwight Howard celebrates a birthday today. He's
Yeah, he does.
35.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, good for Dwight. And most importantly, my son Jack turns 2 today.
Oh,
Hey, happy birthday, Jack. Stay away from Dad.
He's not listening to the show because he doesn't really understand it. But, you know,
It's not that
out
hard,
there.
Pat. It's sports, and it's some fun. What the hell doesn't he understand? My God.
Pat, I got a question for you, because the end of this segment is one of my favorite moments. Not because the segment's done, but because of how you end it. Will you ever let your own flesh and blood, your son, end the segment?
Well, no, absolutely not. He needs to. I'm not somebody who wants to give handouts to my son. He needs to earn his segment. And when the first time we had COVID and we had a little scare in the area, and I was down here, he tried to come down during a sports update and start screaming and giving his opinion on whatnot, and I had to shoo him away. Bob, I don't know if you remember that, but it was
I do
like,
absolutely remember it. Yes.
It was egregious, and I had
Wait,
to
you're
let
not
him
going to
know.
let him say, "Bring on the Packers"?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to.
I think Jack just made an appearance.
No. Well, I'll tell you what we will do, Andrew. We'll bring on the events. In 1940, I actually found this very interesting. I didn't know this. In 1941, Major League Baseball had planned to move the St. Louis Browns to L.A., but a day after Pearl Harbor, MLB scrapped the idea with the country at war. And obviously,
sometimes other things are more important. Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean they didn't have a team moved to L.A. until the Dodgers did it in 1957 or 8, I want to say. But,
okay.
Yeah, they originally had this idea in the 1941, and they just scrapped the whole idea. So what could have been the whole landscape of Major League Baseball could have changed if not, for Pearl Harbor. So
I hear you.
Found that interesting. 1987, Ron Hextall became the first goalie to shoot a puck into the net for a goal.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
In a 5-2 win against the Bruins.
I remember it. I watched it.
Can you tell me, though, who was the first goalie to actually score?
Jerry Cheevers.
No. Andrew, do you have a guess? I know you're a big
Jacques
hockey guy.
Plante.
Roman Czechmanek.
Roman Czechmanek is correct. Yes. No, you idiot. It was Billy Smith.
Wow.
Billy Smith from the New York
Czechmanek.
Islanders. He was a dirty-ass player, Pat. Very dirty.
Most people from Long Island.
Yes.
I mean, look at Joey Buttafuoco and Amy Fisher. I
Hey.
never forget.
We have to dump
Yep.
that?
In 1992, the Phillies signed 2 free agents who ended up being a huge a year later in their pennant-winning teams. It was Pete Incaviglia and Milt Thompson. So they signed those 2
Wait,
guys.
say that. Say Pete's last name again. I think
Pete Incaviglia.
Incaviglia. There's the G is silent.
Yes.
Incaviglia.
Yep.
Try
him
again.
too.
Inky.
Inky. Just call me
Yeah,
Inky.
that's exactly why I always call him Inky, because I
Okay.
butcher this name every time I say it. 2007, Tim Tebow became the first sophomore to win the Heisman. 5 years later, Johnny Manziel became the first freshman to win the Heisman. They both went on to have illustrious careers.
Yeah, that's been going well for them.
Yeah. And in 2011, Albert Pujols signed a 10-year, $254 million deal to play for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Pat, you're a big baseball
Wow.
man. Is he still an underrated player in your opinion?
Yeah, I think, I didn't realize this was 9 years ago, but him being out there playing for a bad team, you kind of forget how great he is. So I totally think he's underrated. Like I think when you look back, you go, oh yeah, he's an all-time great. Everyone knows it, but right now it's Trout, it's Mookie Betts. It's like you totally forget that guy Pujols had just had an illustrious first ballot Hall of Fame all-time great career. You'll tell your kids about.
All
And
right.
that,
No. Hold on there. Hold on. December 8th, 1980. Howard Cosell announced this on Monday Night Football with a little bit of a tear in his eye.
that's
Former Beatle John Lennon was
Lennon
shot and killed by Mark Chapman on December 8th, 1980.
Did you ever hear the audio of them before they announced it? How they were going to do it?
I don't think so. I may have, but what was it? Remind me.
It's just worth listening to. It's basically just like them in the booth, how they handle announcing to the world that John Lennon was shot and killed. And,
Yeah.
it was one of those real-time moments, and we didn't have Twitter back then, Bob.
No, we did not.
We had
Some of us
newspapers.
were alive when that happened then. And apparently but I think Bruce Springsteen was playing in Philadelphia that night and found out on stage and then came back on stage the next night in Philly and did a show dedicated. Happy birthday, Jack!
Happy birthday, Jack.
I'll let him know.
All right, Pat, round this thing up in the way you do.
And that is all it takes.
My man.